Hey guys, I hope y'all are doing well. So in this video, I am doing an aquarium nail set. So I did do some testers off camera just to see what I really wanted. So this first one right here, I just placed two different sizes of butterfly glitters inside of this aquarium, and as you can see, it hardly even moves. I did place two small ones and two large ones, so there are four butterfly glitters and they stuck together, which was really not it. So this one right here, I stuck the glitters inside of the nail so that they didn't need to move, and I placed some caviar beads, but all of the caviar beads were stuck to the bottom of the aquarium tank. Next, this one right here, I did the same thing but with the smaller butterfly glitters, and this one looked good as well, but I really liked how the second one looked with the larger butterflies. It looked really nice, and these caviar beads also were stuck to the bottom. Some of them were moving, but most of them were stuck to the bottom, and I couldn't understand why that was happening. So we are going to be doing the nail set. I'm using these nail tips I got from Macart. This is the C curved XXL nail tips. So I'm just going to be finding my sizes. Some of the sizes I went a size bigger, and some of the sizes I went a size exact, and I would highly recommend going a size bigger, but we will get to that later on. So on this nail palette that I wrapped in clear wrap, I just applied some of my Modelones Rhinestone glue, a thin layer, and I cured that for 30 seconds. So while that is curing, I am going to be applying the glitters to the nail tips. And I'm using these butterfly glitters that I got from Amazon. Really love them. I will leave a link in the description below if you all are interested. So I just picked out the orange glitters, and I'm just going to be using my Modelones Rhinestone glue to adhere the glitters inside of the nail tip. So I just place some of the rhinestone glue, then I pick up one of the butterfly glitters and apply pressure and flash cure for 10 seconds. And I'm doing that and creating a glitter ombre butterfly nail design inside of the nail tip. And by the way, if I didn't mention, these nail tips are C curved. That's the only type of nail tips you could use in order to do aquarium nails with nail tips. So keep that in mind if you all are thinking about doing this nail design. And this is the first time I am doing aquarium nails using nail tips. I always do it using full covered nails, but I decided to do it using nail tips just to see if I would like it or not, and it was really nice. I really like it. I did some things that I need to improve on in order for my next nail set to look a lot better, but in general this nail set looked really good for a first time. Now I'm going to be applying the rhinestone glue on the glitters to seal in the glitters so that they don't move, and I cure that for 30 seconds. So now that the rhinestone glue is cured on the nail palette, I am going to be using that as the base of my aquarium. But before doing that, I am just clipping off the excess glitter from on the nail. Then I'm just going to be cutting the rhinestone glue into a triangle, just like I usually do when I am doing aquarium nails with my full covered nail tips. I'm just cutting that into a triangle, and then I bend the tip of the triangle, and I would place the tip into some rhinestone glue, and then I would apply it to the nail and flash cure that for 30 seconds. And one thing I wish I had done was not applying the glitter butterflies so close to where I have to apply the nail tip to my nail. That well of the nail tip, I should not have applied the glitters to the well of the nail tip. Now I just use the rhinestone glue to fill up any spaces on the nail so that there isn't any leaking, and I would cure that. I would flash cure for 5 to 10 seconds, and then when I'm finished, I would cure that for 30 seconds. and I always like to measure to make sure that the nails still can fit me, because some of the nails were not fitting me after I did all of these things, and I would show you and tell you why they weren't fitting me after a while. So this is how it looks, and this nail is fitting me still, as you all just saw. Now I'm just cutting off the excess gel, and I also filed it off camera. So I did the same thing for the rest of the nails. Now I'm just measuring it, and the pinky nail was a problem nail. It was not fitting me anymore, and that is because I used the exact nail tip that's meant for my pinky nail. If I wasn't doing all of these things to the pinky nail tip, it would have fit me, but I was applying glitters inside of the nail and still covering up the nail into an aquarium nail, so that made it shrink a bit. So that's why some of the nails weren't fitting me, because I did say I picked out some of the nails a little bigger than my nail and some were exact, and I couldn't remember which one. I'm assuming that the ones that were too small for me were the ones I picked out that were exact to my nail. So I had a chance to redo two of the nails because they couldn't fit me, and this time I decided to apply the base of the aquarium nail first. That is one thing I learned I should have done on the rest of the nails. Apply the base of the aquarium tank first. And another thing I should have done, well, actually I did do it, apply the base of the aquarium tank a little higher on the nail. It was a little too close for the rest of the nails, but apply it a little higher on the nail just to give my nails a little more space. And then I measure it to my nail just to make sure that, it fits. And I think I should have applied it a little higher on this nail as well. It's a bit too low, too close to the well of the nail tip, but that's okay. So now I'm just applying some of the rhinestone glue to fill up all of the spaces at the base of the aquarium tank so there isn't any leaking. And for everything I do, I make sure to measure the nail on my nail to ensure that it fits perfectly still. Then I just cut the excess gel and I would file it to get a nice and crisp edge. Then I'm going to be applying the glitter. So I just place a small bead of the rhinestone glue, then I pick up one of the butterfly glitters, place it on the nail and held it down with a dotting tool and flash cured for 5 to 10 seconds. So I'm just doing that with all of the glitters on this nail, and then when I'm finished I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. And this is how it looks. Now I'm just going to be applying a layer of rhinestone glue to seal in the glitters. So I cured that for 30 seconds. Then I'm just clipping off the excess glitter on the nail. Now I am using the rhinestone glue and I am placing a large amount of the rhinestone glue on the nail palette because I am going to be doing the backing of the aquarium tanks. So I'm just distributing the rhinestone glue on the nail palette to accommodate the 5 nail tips. and then I would just place all of the nail tips on the wet rhinestone glue. And what I should have done was measured this a lot better, because as you can see, it doesn't have much of the backing that is higher than the nail. Actually, the backing is a bit shorter than the nail right here, especially on the thumbnail and the middle nail, and I didn't like that, so I'm just adding some more of the rhinestone glue to the nail and trying to fix it so that the backing would be a lot higher than the nail tip. And that created issues because I had to move the nail tips in order to fix it, and eventually that became a hot mess, and you will see very soon. So I ended up fixing it and then pushing up the nail tips a little more on the backing, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. So I'm just trying to remove it from the nail palette, and when I removed it, there were a lot of holes in the back of these aquarium tanks, a lot of holes. And that is because of the constant movement of the nail tip. It created those holes in the backing of the aquarium tank. So now I had to do a lot of patch work. So right here I am using the rhinestone glue, and I'm just doing another backing but a shorter one, just to patch up the bottom of the aquarium tank backing. So I just applied all of the nail tips to that backing as well and cured that for 30 seconds. Then I am removing it again, and it kind of didn't cure that well, I think. I'm not sure. I think it didn't cure that well, and as you can see, there are still holes in the back of these aquarium tanks. I didn't know what to do, so I just cut all of the aquarium tanks into individual nails, and I tackled all of them individually this time. I think it was only 3 of them that had holes, I think. Do you guys see? Well, no, I don't think y'all could see the hole. Maybe you can, maybe you cannot, but wow. So I did a lot of patchwork. So I just placed some of the rhinestone glue on the nail palette, and some of them I cured for 30 seconds on the nail palette, and then I would pick up the hard piece of gel and place it on the back of the aquarium and stick it down, and then apply a layer of rhinestone glue. I did so many things to try to patch up all of these nails. Oh my goodness, y'all, like I did so many things, and it worked because all of them were looking really normal afterwards. But that just goes to show you need to measure before you apply the nail tip, because if you have to do any adjustments or anything like that, it can lead to this happening to you. So I'm just showing you guys here. Do you guys see that hole? Look at that. Crazy. First, I apply some of the rhinestone glue, then I place a piece of cured rhinestone glue on the backing and flash cured. Well, actually I cured that for 30 seconds, and then I just applied some more rhinestone glue on top of it just so that I could get an even surface, and I cured that as well for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking after all that hard work. Now I am just going to be filing the sides of the nails to remove all of the gel. So this is how it looks when I am finished and I cleaned the aquarium tanks. So now I am going to be applying the liquid inside of the tanks, and I'm using baby oil. So first I am going to be using some caviar beads inside of the aquarium tank. So I'm just going to be placing them inside of the tank, and then I removed them because they were stuck to the bottom of the tank and I didn't like that. Well, I tried to remove some of them because of that, and then I just placed some of the baby oil and they were still stuck to the bottom of the tank. So I'm just trying to move them right here and they were not moving. So I just decided to remove all of the caviar beads, because if they are not moving, then what's the point for the caviar beads in this aquarium tank? I didn't understand why they were not moving. I am assuming it's because I applied that layer of rhinestone glue to seal down the glitter butterflies. Maybe that's the reason why, because I've never done that when I did my full covered aquarium tanks, so maybe that's the reason why. But anyway, I decided that I would apply some glitters to these aquarium nails and ensure that I had a bubble in all of the nails so that the bubble would be moving, so that y'all would know it is an aquarium nail. So that's what I decided last minute, because these nails were not going to stress me out, okay? So yeah, that's what I did. Then I used a Q-tip to remove some of the excess oils, and then I would apply my Modelones clear polygel to cover the aquarium, and I would flash cure that for 10 seconds, and then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking when I'm finished applying the liquids. So before we get into the next clip, I wanted to apologize for the lighting of the videos after this point, because I switched my ring light and I didn't realize that the lighting quality was going to be affected so drastically. So I'm so sorry, and I really don't like the lighting quality. I wish I could redo that section of the video, but I can't. So please keep watching. Okay guys, so this is 3 months later. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I start an aquarium nail and just leave it there. So I decided that I'm going to be doing this today. So the first thing I'm going to do is clip off the excess gel on the tip area of all of the nails. Then I'm going to file the free edge of the nails just to get a nice shape. And be careful when filing these nails, because you could file too much and then the aquarium would leak. So just be careful. So as this is a C-curved nail tip, you could see how rounded it is or how not rounded it is. And this one is okay, but it just needs to be rounded a little more. So this is what the nails are looking like when I'm finished filing the nails. Now I want to apply my peel off base coat, my own peel off base coat maybe, or the DIY. I'm not sure yet, but I will be applying some peel off base coat to all of my nails, and then I will be back to apply these nail tips. So stay tuned. So I decided to use the owned peel off base coat. So now I am going to be applying my gel base coat and curing that for 30 seconds. So I'm just going to be placing some clear polygel on this nail palette. So since doing these nails, I have noticed a lot of stuff that I could have done a lot better when it comes to these aquarium nail tips. And this was my first time doing aquarium nail tips, so there was a lot of trial and error. But if I had to do it over again, I would do a lot of things differently. So let me know if you all would want me to do this over again in another style or anything like that. I might still do it, but let me know if you all are interested in that. So I'm using rubbing alcohol as slip solution. I'm not going to be applying these nail tips with gel base coat or anything like that. I have to apply it with clear polygel because clear polygel is stronger. So make sure to put the clear polygel to the side so it doesn't cure when you're curing your nails. So what I'm going to do is, okay, let me show you here. So I dip my, I hope you all could see that. So here is my slip solution. So I just dip my brush in the slip solution, then I pick up a small bead of the clear polygel, then I just, this is a little too much, then I just place it right here, then I just use the brush to distribute it a little. I think this is enough. I hope this is enough. Then just move this to the side and I would flash cure for 15 seconds. I think I should cure this for 30 seconds, because these nails are a little heavy. So I don't know if it would fully cure, well, not fully cure. I don't know if it would cure enough so that it wouldn't fall or anything when I'm doing the rest of nails. It's feeling kind of secure. So I guess I would leave it like this and I would cure each nail for 15 seconds. Then when I'm finished, I would cure for 30 seconds. So if I didn't tell you guys, this month is my birthday month. And it's a really stressful birthday month because if y'all didn't know, I do work, like have a job that I go to. But I used to work from home a lot since COVID, and I do still work from home most of the time. It's a hybrid type of thing, so I would work from home for a few days and go to work a few days, which is really cool. I love this job because of the medical and everything like that. It's a really nice job. However, I got some disappointing news, and I like to look at this month as Mirel, Sherelle and me because it's my birthday. So yes, this is Mirel. And on May 1st, why did the company tell us that another company acquired our company and just now we would be out of a job because the other company doesn't need that much employees? Oh my goodness, this is the worst Mirel I've ever experienced because just now I'm going to be out of a job. What is this? So disappointing. But when you have life, there's a lot of possibilities, and I'm grateful for YouTube because if I didn't have anything to do, I'd be so stressed out right now thinking about it. I really don't have much time to think about it. I just do YouTube videos, and well, I am trying my best to like figure out my life right now concerning this. And I'm going to be sending out my resumes and stuff to other companies. But come on, of all months to do this, y'all would do it on Miro? Like, what the heck? I just thought y'all should know, you know? Just because. So this nail is feeling a bit not that secure, so I would cure this one for 30 seconds. So yeah, that is my life right now. It's not that bad, you know, because it could have been worse. Losing a job is not that bad. It could be worse, you know. So you just have to look at the bright side. So if anyone out there is going through the same thing, just look at the bright side. You still have life, and when there's life, there's possibilities. There's endless possibilities to do other things. Maybe start a YouTube channel. You never know where it could carry you. You never know. So, but just don't give up, you know. Also, like people like are depressed these days. I understand depression because like why is life so hard? I really didn't want to grow up, to be honest, you know, like I knew life was going to be hard. I never wanted to be an adult. Adulting sucks. So I understand, like, who really wants to be an adult? Who really? Like, y'all really wanted to be adults? Seriously, comment down below if y'all really wanted to be adults. Cause I never wanted this. Like, I wanted to be a child forever. I'm talking too much, so yeah. So this is what it looks like from the side. This one isn't feeling very strong. I need to cure this for 30 seconds. So this is how it's looking. You guys see the bubbles moving? So I couldn't place any caviar beads or anything in these nails because they were all getting stuck to the bottom because I used, can't even remember what I used. I have to look back at the video to know what I used at the bottom here, but they were only sticking to the bottom, and that was annoying me. So that's why I just decided to apply some glitters inside of the nail so that the bubble would be the only thing y'all are going to be seeing that would show that this is an aquarium nail, and I think it looks good. So anyway, I'm just going to be clipping off all of the excess gel and also just clipping off these excess little pointy things. You guys see that? This is not necessary that I remove it, but whatever. So now, what do I do? Oh, it's time to apply this nude. This is my favorite nude polygel from Modelones. So I'm going to be doing ombre nails. Wow, it doesn't have any in here? What is this? What is this? Come on. Okay, it has a little bit. So yeah, this is a tester nail. I should do it on this nail just to see because y'all don't really look at this nail and y'all don't see this nail. But these nails y'all really look at. So I'll do it on this nail just to make sure it could be done. Because I'm not 100% sure that I could do it. I know it could be done, but could I do it good? We don't know. So let's test it out. So you just push the polygel to the cuticle area, make it thin. You know what I should have done? But I do have on um peel off base coat, so I don't think I could do that, unfortunately. But I would buff the nail a bit, but whatever. This is a first time thing, so it can't really be that great anyway. I would know better for the next time. Now I'll just pull the polygel up the nail and continue to smoothen the surface of this nude polygel right here. And sometimes you would pull the polygel a little too much, so you have to pull it back because it would ruin around the critical area. And the type of shape that you had, it's sometimes very difficult to do because right now I'm kind of struggling slightly, slightly struggling. Because I don't know why the polygel isn't staying a certain place, and like it's pulling too much and I don't need it to pull that much. It's not listening to me. So I'm gonna apply some gel base coat. Hopefully it listens after the gel base coat is applied. It's not gliding over the nail like it usually does. It's kind of pulling too much, but it's okay now, kind of. So I think this is a good height to have the ombre start. I don't want to cover all of the butterflies, so I'm going to do short strokes so that it doesn't reach too far. So okay, let's gear up ourselves. So when you're gearing up yourself, you're just doing this. So you're faking it until you're ready to actually touch the polygel. Not bad. I do have to apply another bead though. Not just for the apex, but I think like here you could see it a little. I'm not sure if it's just me or if you could really see it, but I think you could. So I would just apply a tiny bead again. I don't know what is this line here. I don't want to mess it up just to know what that line is. I hope when I cure it, it's gone, but why is that line there? That kind of weird shape. I don't know. I'll cure this for 30 seconds. And this is what it's looking like. The line is still there. So I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just going to do the same thing yet again. Hopefully the line doesn't show when I apply this layer. So I do have to remove some of this polygel because if I don't, the ombre would be too high on this nail. So I'll cure this for 30 seconds and this is the side view. So I think it looks really good. I really wish it had some caviar beads inside of here just so that it would be moving. Oh well, I'll know better for the next time. So I'm just going to do the rest of the nails. I think I would do them off camera because you all already saw them. So do you need to see more? I don't want the video to be too long. Maybe I'll show you guys on one more nail, just one. And if y'all want to skip ahead, that's okay because you already saw me do it on one nail. So I'm just going to speed up this and I'll be back when I finish with all of the ombre nails. So this is how the nails are looking when I'm finished applying the nude polygel. This is it from the side. Not bad, right? It looks good. I like it. So now I'm going to encapsulate this. So I did try my best to get the nude area a little like thick so that I can only start encapsulating from the fade go downwards, and I don't even want to go to the tip area really. I just want a nice transition. So I tried to get the thickness of the nude on most of the nails. This one isn't that thick. Neither is this one. Damn. Whatever. So yeah, I tried to get the thickness, but this tube of polygel is almost finished and I was tired squeezing. That's very annoying to me. So that's why some of the nails didn't have the thickness that I wanted, but I tried my best. Okay, so now I want to apply the clear polygel. So I do have other tubes of clear polygel that I could use, but I think I should, try to finish this off. So I'm just going to place a lot of it, as much as I could squeeze out on my nail palette. And hopefully I wouldn't need much. So now I'm going to be applying the clear polygel to this nail. So I'm going to show you guys on one nail because again, I'm trying my best for the videos to be like a little shorter. Trying, keyword there is trying. So I'm just going to show you guys on one nail. Plus, I don't think I would have ever shown you guys on a lot of nails anyway. This is too redundant, like way too redundant. So yeah, I'm just applying the clear polygel right here. And I already have a design, well, an idea for a design that I want to do on the nails. I hope it's not too much for the nails. I'm not sure yet. When I'm finished with the nails, I would know for sure. So yeah, I'm just distributing it and trying to get out all of the bubbles. Don't need to go that far. I could just fade it in on that side. And just smoothen this side here. So I think I'd push back some more polygel to get that nice transition. Right, like that. Push back the polygel a little bit. Because when you turn your finger here, okay, it's okay, don't bother. Don't bother. Don't bother. So yeah, I'm just like rotating my nail to make sure that I get the same transition. It's complicated to really see, but just to have the same transition, because you could have a different transition on this side as opposed to this side. So you just have to make sure you have like the same transition from apex to tip area on each side. So like you have to look at the nail from all angles just to be sure that all sections look more or less the same. Because I'm trying to get this on one bead only. I don't want to go in with a second bead, but somehow it seems I need to go in with a second bead. And I don't want any polygel on the sides right here at all. Like, I don't want to file and mess up the nail by puncturing a hole or something in this aquarium. So I'm trying my best. I may still have to file the sides, but I'm still trying not to. So it's still looking weird, so I have to apply some polygel here, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to drag off as much as possible from the tip area because I don't really need any here. And I would cure this and apply that second bead to get that really nice transition from apex to the tip area, because that's the main thing I want. I'm not understanding why I didn't get it yet, because like, come on, I didn't need to do this again on this nail. So yeah, I just need it right here. So I would cure this for 30 seconds and then I would do the other layer. I'll show you guys what I'm doing, but I'm only showing you guys on this nail, okay? Only this nail. Now I'm going in with the second bead, just right here. This might be too much, but let's go with it. Look at it, much better. So I'm just trying to get off as much as possible because I don't really need that much on the tip right here. And by applying the clear polygel to the top of these nails, you can see the bubble a little more on this nail. So yeah, I would cure this for 30 seconds. So this is after encapsulating all of the nails. The bubble is moving so much. I love it. Now I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to remove the stickiness from the nails, and then I would carefully file the nails, hoping that I don't do anything to cause a leak in these nails because I'm sometimes clumsy, very clumsy. So let's hope that I can do that. So I'm going to start off with the e-file at the cuticle area just so that I can get a better looking cuticle area and it's smooth and neat, you know. So 3 of the nails fell off when I was filing the nails. So if the cuticle area looks a bit weird, it's because of that. So yeah, this is how it's looking and I think it looks really nice. I want to apply some top coat to the nails just to see what it looks like, to know if I really want to do the nail art on it or not. So I'm applying the top coat and curing for 30 seconds. One thing I should have done is apply some more butterfly glitters to the tip area here because the ombre kind of covered most of them. I thought it would not have covered most of them and I would still see it, but it still looks good. I just should have applied a little more butterfly glitters. Like this one, I probably didn't apply enough to that nail. So I would also top coat the underside of the nails and cure that as well for 30 seconds off camera. So this is how the nails are looking. Unfortunately, you could only see the bubbles. I couldn't apply anything else to it, so you could only see the bubbles, and the bubbles are moving a lot. And I love how the ombre nails are looking. Everything looks really good, but it kind of still looks a bit basic, you know? So I'm thinking about doing the 90s nail art on these nails. I think that would look really cool. I'll do it on the cuticle, well, on the nail bed area. Can I do it up here because it would hide all of the bubbles and the aquarium effect, you know? I really don't know if this is good, you know. I'm not sure. Like, I'm really not sure. This is confusing me now. It looks dumb. Maybe I'm not meant to do this design. I don't know. Let me try the dots before I fully give up. Just try it. How much dots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, there you go. Okay, maybe I'll do this on another design. It's not really working out for me. So I'm thinking, okay, to use this liner gel. I'm not sure yet. We're just testing everything out. I never really know what to do when I'm finished with an aquarium nail, like what design to do on an aquarium nail. This part always stresses me out because, like, what else should I do? I don't know. So let me try something. Let me try it off camera first and then show you guys, and then I'll show you guys if it looks good. So this is what I'm thinking about doing just to that area. I'm not sure if it would look good. I'm really not sure. But I can't think of nothing else. And it took me 15 minutes just to do this one nail because it's so difficult to get a well-shaped front smile line. This was so difficult to do and I don't know what else to do, so I'll just leave it like that and cure it for 30 seconds. I'm just going to show you guys on one nail, and yeah, that's it for me. I'm tired. So as you can see, I am struggling a lot to get these French smile lines. I don't know what else to do. These things are stressful and it doesn't look right. Like, it looks lopsided. Everything looks wrong with this thing. I'll do the rest off camera because I cannot. This is stressful. I cannot. So this is the first layer right here, and it doesn't look too bad. I'm going to apply a second layer and cure that for 30 seconds. So I don't know where I got these markings from, but it's only on this nail. The rest of the nails do not have it, but this is how the nails are looking. I'm going to apply some glitters to the nails right now. So I'm applying my Modelones Rhinestone glue and then some top coat. it's actually on the pinky nail as well. So I'm assuming this is from when I blended the clear polygel into the nail bed area. It didn't blend correctly or something. I'm not sure, but it's only on the pinky nail and the index nail. I hope. Well, if y'all see it, pretend y'all don't. So I think I might apply this so that I could hide the scratches in the back of this nail, maybe. So guys, this is the finished look. I really love how this aquarium nail set turned out, and the fact that this was my first time doing aquarium nails using nail tips, it came out really good. I do have a lot of things that I think I would be doing differently if I decide to do another aquarium nail tips nail design, but it looks really good. And again, I'm sorry about the quality and the lighting of the second half of this video. It pissed me off too when I saw it, like really pissed me off, but I can't do anything about it now. And as I said, it's basically an analogy of how my life is right now. So I'm just praying that it gets better. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.